Hey, second graders, Mr. Woodchuck here. Last time you were here, we talked about Osmo 10 grams, and you did a great job with that, flipping, turning those shapes to make the shapes on the screen. Great job with that. We'll revisit it again in the near future. Now we're going to work with something called Osmo numbers. So you'll get a box of numbers that look like this, and you have regular looking numbers 1 through 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you'll have numbers for dots or dot cards. And these numbers here, you'll get cards that have the number 1, cards that have the number 2, and the number 5. So you're missing 3 and 4. And there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And for the Osmo itself, you know how to hook it up, but I'll just do a quick review. The mirror slides on top, the base just slides into the iPad, and you're all set and ready to go. So let's take a look at Osmo numbers here. And Osmo numbers, bring that a little closer. Osmo numbers is right here, so I'm just going to tap on that. Press get started, skip, and maybe later. So you'll press play, and it'll take you to a path that goes deeper into the ocean. The deeper you get, the harder the activity. So we'll start off pretty easy. We have 3 fish swimming around the circle, a small, medium, and large. And your goal is to get enough points to get all 3 fish lit up. This is not just a math game. This is also thinking, problem solving, and strategy game. So you have to do some thinking. So don't race through it. You wanna be able to think about how you're playing this game so you can get the most points. So I'm going to slide this back just a little bit. You're not going to be able to see all the way down to my table. So the number cards, remember, just go to the bottom of the screen or on the table. The mirror reads those cards and projects them onto the screen. So number 1 here is lit up, so all the other ones are locked. I'll just play that first level. We might get into the second level for just a brief moment, just to see so you can see the difficulty. And I'm going to take out my number cards, or my dot cards, I should say. And you can see all kinds of bubbles on the screen right now. And they want me to take the number 1 tile and the number 2 tile and put it on the table. Before I do that, let's talk about the game. So each bubble holds water. The water falls down into the fish tank. The fish tank fills up. If the fish tank fills all the way to the top line here, the game is over. So, there's ways that you can prevent water from falling into the fish tank. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Some other things that will fall into the fish tank will be the box that will hold either rocks or plants. And then the fish. You also gain points for having fish fall into your fish tank. So I don't know if you can see that these 2 numbers here are shimmering or wiggling, I call it. So these 2 numbers, since they're on this line right here, they're what's called a combination. So I can put the 1 and 2 here, and we'll get both those numbers. And then as a result of that, no water will fall into our fish tank, which is good. So your object is to get as many combinations as you can. This 5 here is yellow. And yellow is a good thing because it's going to zap all the 5s that are up on the screen up here. So I might have 3 other 5s up here. I don't know. But it's going to zap them all and give me points. So that's also a good thing. But if you have bubbles stacked down here that are all individual numbers, that bubble will pop and add water to your fish tank. The bigger the number, the more the water that falls into your fish tank. So let's give it a try here. So again, thinking strategy. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So this will start off fairly easy for you. So I'll put my 2 down below. You can see my number card shows up. Also, the number 2 shows up. And 1 more is 3. You can see they both pop, give me 6 points. And then that box fell, gave me some points as well. What you should need to remember to do too, and I forgot already, is to swipe these numbers away, because while these numbers are falling, if a number 3 had fallen, that's going to pop and add water to my tank. So you want to wipe those numbers away from your table in front of the mirror so it doesn't read your numbers, so you accidentally get those numbers to pop. So I have my yellow 5, and remember that yellow 5 is really important because I can get multiple numbers to pop, and I just have a 5 here, so I'm just going to use that. I could do 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5, but I'm just going to throw a 5 down here, and that'll pop that 5 and all the other 5s that are on my screen. So that gave me some points. I'm going to wipe that 5 away. I almost forgot again. So now I don't have any combo numbers down here, so I have to make some decisions, and this is where the strategy comes in. So is this 4 going to drop, or is this 3 holding it? I don't know. I'm going to take a chance, and hopefully that 4 will drop here so I can get a combo. So I'm going to go 2 plus 1 again equals 3. And the 4 didn't drop, so that's the chance I took there. We'll see if it wiggles down. Sometimes it wiggles down. So I did get 3 gallons of water added to my fish tank, and that 4 didn't drop for me. So my only other option really is to either grab the 4, which I'm not going to, or do the 2 1s. So again, all I need is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. It'll take both 1s away. And now I did not get a combination again, so I'm having a hard time here. So I can try doing the 1 plus 1 equals 2 because there's a 3 above it. I don't know that that 3 is going to fall down, though. It looks like it might be too big. We'll try it. So no, it did not fall down. The 4 didn't fall. There it comes. There's the 4. So now the 2 numbers are shimmering. I have 2 on my screen already, so 1 plus 1 is 2. I'm going to add 2 more. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So both those 4s will drop. No water was added to my tank. And now I don't have any combos again. So I think I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to drop that 6. I will get 6 gallons of water added to my tank, but I should get a combination with those 3s. Oh, and I didn't. That 2's in the way. Darn it. So I did get a fish, though. 50 points for the fish. I do have these 2 3s are combinations. So I have 6 there now. So all I need to do is take 3 away. So I'm going to take 3 away and keep 3. And there we go. So I didn't have another combination. I didn't take those numbers away fast enough. So I got another combination. But I did get a lot of points because a whole bunch of things happened. I'm going to let everything settle here for a little bit. So you can see things are dropping and things settle. So it's a good thing just to wait for things to settle before you do something again. I'm going to do the 2 here. Pop the 2 because this 3 should drop, and I should get a combination of the 2 3s. There we go, and there's my combination. So that gave me two combinations actually. So I'm going to do the 3s first. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And now I have actually more combinations. I have a 3 4s wiggling, so I'm going to quickly do the 4s. Swipe my numbers away, and a fish dropped. I get a multiple of a 3 combination, so that gave me a lot of points. I'm almost to the medium fish up here. I have 2 5s, so I'm going to do a 1, a 2, and a 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. There we go. Gets rid of those combinations. I'm going to swipe this out of the way. Lucky thing I did because that 5 fell. And now I don't have any combinations. Even though the 1s are on the bottom, the 1s don't ever have the combination option. So I'm just going to get rid of the 1s and see what falls down. So I knew I would get another fish out of that, but unfortunately, these numbers are too big and they're blocking all the little bubbles. So I have to make some decisions here. I'm going to try to get, if I pop this 6, that's going to zap or bring the yellow 5 down. So to get the 6, I'm going to do 2. I don't have a 2 there. 2 plus 2 plus 2. And that makes sense. 6. Sorry, not cents. It does make sense, but it's 6. And then I have my 5 again, so I'm just going to do 5. I could do 1 plus 2 plus 2, but I'm just going to do the 5. And that should zap all my 5s on the screen. Give me lots of points. That did get me to go to the medium fish. Take my 5 away. I do have a triple combination here of my 3 2s. I'm going to let everything kind of settle down though. So I'm going to do 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1. Oh, I only took away one of those. Oh, there we go. Took away both of them because another 2 had dropped. Okay, so there we go. Got lucky there. So I'm doing pretty good. I have my 1s, and I'll get some fish that drop if I do those 1s, I believe. And then I get a larger fish to drop. I believe that fish is worth 100 points. 75 points. So I have another 1 that dropped. I have another 1 over here. And I have a combination of my 3s. So I'm going to add a 2 to make 3. And I have another combination of 3s there, and another fish dropped. And I think I might get that box to drop down too. All kinds of good things happening right now. So I have another 5. So I'm going to actually do 2 plus 2 plus 1. Make 5. There we go. Get rid of those 5s on my table so nothing gets, let everything settle down. So I have a 2, or I have 2s there. So I'm going to get rid of those 2s. Oh, my combination didn't work for some reason. So I got 4 gallons added to my tank. That's a bummer. Sometimes that happens, and I'm not sure why. There we go. So my water level, you can see, is slowly creeping up here. So I have to, now I am kind of stuck. I have no combinations here. I have all individual numbers. I have to kind of think about what I'm going to do for my strategy up here. Notice that I have 2 new things that showed up. I have a hook, so that will catch a fish and take points away. And then I have a sponge, which will soak up water out of the fish tank and drop that water level a little bit. So I'm a little ways away from that, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to get this 3 first and get the 6 down here for a combination. So I knew that wouldn't do it, but maybe the 2 will drop it. Nope, it did not. Bummer. So I'll have to get rid of that 4, and everything should drop now. Get rid of my... I'm just going to take a fish away. Hopefully it's a small one. There we go. They took a small fish away. So I'm going to take my 2 6s again here. So 3 2s. There we go. I'm going to do 4. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. Take my numbers away here. I have 2 5s there. 2 plus 2 plus 1. And there's another 5, so I'm going to get those all zapped. The combination did not work for some reason when I first put that 5 out there. My sponge is really close. I don't see another 3. Oh, I do see a 3, but I would have to pop the 4 to get the 3. So I think I'm going to pop, I'm going to pop the 3 and just take a risk of how many gallons of water going in that, soak that water up a little bit. There we go. It soaked up a lot of water, but what happened is I didn't get these balls to all drop like I wanted them to. So oh, there we go. There's a 3 that dropped. Oh, I had that number sitting on my screen. So I added 3 more gallons. I'm just going to go with the 4, I guess. I have some 6s here I can make combinations with. So I'm going to get rid of the 4. And fish drop in. And unluckily, that 6 did not drop yet, so it doesn't look like it's going to, so I got really unlucky. I'll drop the 3 now. So I'll add 3 more gallons to my fish tank. It's getting quite full. There's my combination of 2 6s, so I'll drop that. I'm going to swipe these 6s away right away here because I have 2 more 6s dropping. There we go. Put that 6 back. Get my numbers off the table because I did have a 6 that dropped. So luckily I got that off the front of the screen so it wouldn't drop. And now I'm going to drop this 3 down into the water. I'm going to add 3 gallons, but that 4 should drop down. And I should get a combination of a 4 there. So again, it's all strategy. I'm doing pretty well. I have my large fish. I did get the large fish for the first time. So I'm actually on the challenges now. So I'm going to go to a 5. There we go. And that fish is going to drop. And I'm just going to try to end the game now here real quick so you can see what happens when the game ends. So I'm going to add 4 there. So I added 4 gallons. You can see it's almost to the top now. And I'm going to take those 2s out. And there we go. That should be the end of the game. All right, did really well in that game. That's a tough level, that first level. So you can see I got all 3 fish, and I'm ready to move on. So to move on to the next level, try to get at least the medium fish colored in. So if you don't get the little, if you get the little one and not the medium colored in, then just go ahead and repeat it and try your strategy differently, so you can do a better job and see how to get a higher score. I'm going to go to the next level just real quickly so you can see that it is a little more difficult. And that will unlock my next level. Again, press play. And there we go. The numbers are dropping. You can see they're quite a bit bigger, so I have to do some more thinking about how to get those large numbers. I don't have any combinations right off the bat, so I have to look up here and see what's dropping down, and it doesn't look like I'm off to a good start. So I'm just do 5 and 5 and try to get that 7 down and try to get 10. Take that 10 away and try to get that 7 to drop down, but that was a bad start because that did not work. I'm going to add 2 more. 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 12. Drop that 12. 12 gallons will fill into my tank. So my water is going up pretty fast. I'm going to take 5 away. And now I have that combination of my 7. I have combinations of 11. I need to add 4. 7 plus 4. So I'm going to add 2 2s. So 9, and then 2 more is 11. I'm going to swipe my numbers away just in case and we got a combo there, and your fish are 100 points in this one. So 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. I have a combination of 8s there. Didn't drop any water in. And there's my combination of 10s. I'm going to add 2 more. And now I have my 10 again. That should get zapped automatically. And now you'll see I have a bomb here, so that will blow up bubbles, and they won't, which won't allow water to go into my tank. But that bomb has to hit that bottom level here. So now I'm kind of stuck. I have 9 and 11, and I don't think I'm going to have any luck getting this 11 down. So I'm gonna pop the 9, I guess. I'm gonna take 1 away. Pop the 9. That 9 should drop again, and pop the 9 again. And now I have my combination of 11. Add 2 more back. And now I have combinations of, there's 3 5s there. So I will take away 6 to get 5. Wait till everything settles down a little bit. There we go. And my bomb hit the ground there, so it blew up some bubbles and ruined my combination. So that didn't work out very well. So I have 5 and 5 is 10. And that should hopefully drop that 12 down for a combination. There we go. So I have a combination of a 6 there. 5 and 1 makes 6. And then my bomb's gonna redo everything. I did get a yellow 10, so I'll add that 10. So you get the idea. I'm going to stop here, and I would just keep going and trying to get those combinations. Looks like I'm going to be a little stuck now, so I'll probably lose the game quite quickly here. I probably would do the 7, drop the 12 down, get that combination. Anyway, so you get the idea on how to do this. And it just gets harder and harder as you move along. Pretty soon, after the next level, I think it's multiplication. So you could look at this one here. You have two fives, right? So 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So you can start thinking about multiplication here and do some subtraction. If I had a 5 sitting up there, you could 10 take away 5 is 5. So there's lots of avenues here to problem solve and think about how numbers work, whether you're adding, subtracting, or multiplying. So you are not ready to multiply in second grade quite yet, but you're starting to maybe dabble with it a little bit in math. And in third grade, multiplication facts really are the forefront of math. You need to know your multiplication facts. So if you're good at your addition right now, start working on those multiplication facts. And I know some of you probably already are. All right, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.